I'm gonna decide to keep recording because my brother went downstairs now. That's good. So shouldn't be hearing any more of those noises. Maybe even an interruption, but who knows? Anyway, now we're in here, and we got more of these things to take care of. So yeah, this dungeon is actually kind of feeling repetitive to me. So maybe I should stop recording now, but nope. I'm gonna keep going because I feel like I didn't get much done. I mean, I did 2 videos, didn't even get to the halfway point. I didn't even fight the mini-boss yet. Jeez. And it's not like Arbiter's Grounds where there's 2 mini-bosses. I mean, obviously not because we didn't fight one yet. So yeah, we're gonna have to do that and get the key. Yeah, they take a while to come to life, but yeah, we get 50 rupees. For a while, I'm like, oh, I should use some magic armor, but then I remembered, nope, that's right, we got the big wallets, and we have 669. Alright. That poor first 6. He doesn't have anyone to do it with. Oh my. We're gonna have to kill these guys, right? What else will we do? Probably is something else, too. Or, I mean, if it is, that probably sounds stupid. I don't like to say things and then have them sound stupid. And yes, that is it. For a second, you can keep walking. Why would you do that? Maybe they just have to fully process it. I mean, this is... I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. But what we do have here is a very cool mini-boss. Yeah. First of all, this room is incredible. Now, something kind of interesting about this room that you might want to know is that on the back of the cover, it actually shows this. Usually they don't, I mean, on the back of the Twilight Princess box, it shows this room. Usually they don't show things from so late in the game, so for the longest time, I'm like, when am I going to get there? But, that's not what I mainly wanted to talk about. Look at that picture again and see if you notice anything funny. I mean, really look at it. Go and get your box and look at it. See anything funny? Yes, that's right. There's actually a magic meter in that picture. But, yeah, it never made it in the final version of the game, but it still got left on that picture. Now, anyway, this guy's name is Darknut, and, the best way to do him, the best way to beat him, you can try backslicing, but more times than not, it actually won't work. I'm trying to use my shield attack, but it's not working. What the hell? Whatever. The main way you're supposed to beat this guy is just backflip, and then do that, but do it quicker, and don't do the jump strike. Yeah. Did the jump strike actually work? Nope, it doesn't. Yeah, so this guy, like, yeah, I am failing. Like, I really am. Don't do the jump strike. Just tap the A button. You did it there. There, that's what you do. Right there. This really is not that hard. It's just that you gotta be patient. Like, you can't just you can't just wail on him with your sword. Why would you be able to do that in the first place? I really don't know. Yeah. Yeah, I don't really know how I got the hits there, but yeah, you can actually do that. Like, use your shield. Like, as long as you're holding Z, your shield's out. In this case, it's not like this guy with sword. Yes. God, I just feel like I'm failing. The good news, though, is that it's a lot like the last temple, where this boss actually is the harder one of the 2 bosses. Now, the backslice can work, it's just not very likely. The thing is that the more of this guy's armor you take off, the scarier he actually looks. So, yes, once you do this, oh no, he's not done. And now he's got another sword, and he will use that to shield you, so he's a lot more offense-based now. Now's where the backslice will work more, and you more or less can wail on him. You just have to, you do have to side dodge, but you don't have to, like, wait until he attacks and back dodge. In fact, that actually won't work as well. So, yeah. like, I don't think it's that the enemies in this game are easy. I think it's just that they don't do crap for damage. I mean, look at this. Like, I feel like I sucked against that guy, and I still have a full row of hearts left, and then some. Why do they wait a while before opening it? And we got the Dominion Rod. This mystical artifact breathes life into ancient statues. Yes. So it's the Dominion Rod. So you use this and you bounce it. I could make a bunch of inappropriate jokes right now, but I feel like not doing so. Now this item is one that a lot of people don't seem to like. I do. I actually like this item a lot. Like, not the item itself, but like the idea and like what it can do. I actually like it a lot. And I like this temple a lot. And I think the puzzles are actually very good. So yes, this is something else that's a lot like Wind Waker with the song, but you know, see, you don't have to play a song every time, you just do this. You know, you can't pick it up, but... Well, I don't even know if you could. Well, yeah, you could. But, yeah, you just... So yeah, we actually got a partner to help us with the dungeon, finally. I mean, we had the monkeys before, but these guys can attack. Oh yeah, they can attack. If they couldn't attack, then I understand why you might say it sucks. But they got an attack. They hammer guys. And now we find out what the bells were for. They're actually transports, since these guys are not going to be able to make it through the doors. Yeah, but look at this. I don't get why so many people don't like this item. I understand that it's not very useful outside of the outside of the main, you know, quests in this game. Like, you can't just use it anytime you want, but look at this. This thing dominates. Another thing about the Dominion Rod is that now you can actually control the smaller switches. So if there's one that was on a high ledge, you may have seen one before, and that you can use it now and even control them. So yeah. So from here, either, you know, do that, because there was actually some over there behind that thing, or just use a pot right here, because you're going to need these things to be like this. See, like, can you imagine doing all this if we still had to play that song? Now I don't want to play Wind Waker. You know, I still haven't finished my 3-heart run of Wind Waker. Didn't I start that like a long time ago and then I never finished it? See, this is kind of interesting. See, you gotta walk with it, but it's not gonna do much there, so you gotta do it again. Stand back there. Pretty cool. I love this. I love this temple. And, you know, don't let other people's opinions faze you, I guess. And if that wasn't enough, what he can already do, he can also act like a shield. So I hope that when CJ01 makes his list of the top 5 Zelda items and the 5 that he doesn't use, I hope he doesn't include this one over the ones he never uses. I mean, it's already not a good sign that he put Gutsman's weapon as the first on his list, since this one, of this Mega Man list, for bad, because this one is kind of similar to that one in the way that you can't use it whenever you want to, so I think that's kind of a bad sign. So, you know, one thing about this is that I kind of like is that he's moving faster than you down the stairs. Okay. Let's be about this smart and not get hit another 18 times. Let's start by doing that. That's very useful. Okay, that's one. So, so you have to use this and get him over there to the bell, and that is another time. So now we cannot get hit 2 more times. 1 more time will be our limit. Okay. We're going to be very smart and very careful about this. Now, one thing that you can do, I think you can crush these, can't you? Yeah, you can. But this is something that I didn't know the first time. Yes, good thing I remembered it. Yeah, you can freaking crush them, and I didn't even know that. Good thing I remembered now. But yeah, I don't really get why everyone says this is useless. Item. I mean, I already said that, yes, I'll admit that it doesn't have much of a use when there are no statues here, so... But, I mean, it's not like it's very few. You get a whole dungeon to play around with this. Or a half a dungeon. Whoa! Now this is a big change of pace. Oh yeah. So, let's recap, okay? Let's recap. You control a statue, and that's pretty cool in itself. You control a giant statue. It can attack. It can be used as a shield. It can destroy enemies you can't. It can weigh down switches. What can it do? Like, if this thing could go with you out of the temple... Luckily, it can't destroy these. These are things you need. Now, this is a puzzle that really stumped me for a while. Because this thing, I believe, weighs twice of Link and 4 times of these. So, you're really going to need... And since you can't just drop it down, unfortunately, because that would be way too easy. It really would. It's kind of half sarcasm, because, like, you know, game logic. But, you know, it really would be too easy. By the way, do we have all the treasure chests that we can get at this point? There's none we missed up there. Quite a few over here. I know that one. I know that one, but this, I'm not really too sure about. That was where we got the first key, or the second key, excuse me. It was way back a lot of videos ago. Probably, I really can't say anything that would, you know, help bring back that memory. Well, so I'm not really sure how many exactly we need, but yeah, you can even do the same thing with these. So yeah, you can control the little statues too, and they can't attack, but they can still be used as shields, and they can hold down switches. I mean, hey, you get the big one to attack. So, I'll just say this. When you're using it, and when you're able to use this item, it's good. It's one of my favorites in the Zelda series, actually. We're going to need more, because they're going to need to weigh down both him and Link at the same time. Well, actually, no they won't. Because I'm going to be a little tricky here by standing way back to start. Something I probably never even thought to do before. And do this. And now we're going to throw all of these on the other one. So yeah. Back in my old not thinking days, I probably would have done that, just like I would have not even bothered to try to kill the spinners. Like I swear, I think it was 459 Jacob that actually said you can kill the spinners. I'm not too sure about this, not 100% sure, but if he did, and I was like, I think he might have, and I was like, oh my god, really? Yeah, and in case you do want to do it the other way, not, because I'm pretty sure I'm kind of cheating the game by doing that, but there's even more of these things that you can get, you know, that you couldn't get before, and, well, why not do it again? Yeah, so under normal circumstances, if you weren't doing it this cheaty way, then you would need 6 of them. You know, 2 of them to compromise for Link's weight, as well as 4 of them for the... I need to name this statue. In my first LP, I named it Bellhop, because, well, it goes through bells and it hops. So I named it Bellhop. And I don't want to really associate it with my first LP, because, you know, first LP represents failure. You know, it also represents, you know, the start, but, you know, I really consider my... Whoa! Aw, man, come on, transport that thing down. That would be so cool. But I understand, it doesn't have the power, so... Of course not. Anyways... Yeah, so every single puzzle we couldn't solve before, we can solve with it now. And if that's not enough, what I've already said, this thing also has another thing that you will now be able to see. 2 things, actually. First of all, it can destroy those things. Oh, first of all, actually, it can go through electric fences. Like, you see how that's an electric fence over there? Well, the beam can go through walls. And that can destroy those things, which I probably didn't know for a while. So yeah, unfortunately, one thing you can't do, finally, for a change of pace, yeah, see how it's not like, it actually like does knock you back, so you can't just get through it with post-hit invincibility. But yeah, so you gotta use this. You could have also used those, but what fun is that? And get our first piece of heart, which will refill our life energy. Let me just double check the book and see what it says about that, and just let me make sure that that is how many we should have. Yes, it is. It's good, and we have 15 hearts now, meaning they're just what the heck? Yeah, pick it up and put it here. Yeah, so this is actually probably my favorite sidekick in a dungeon. I would even go so far as to say that. Now, the Goron from Phantom Hourglass was pretty fun to control because you could roll around as him. And I guess Zelda and all the Tower of Spirits was pretty fun because you could control the Phantoms, and that was pretty cool. In fact, that was actually very similar to this, like, you know, being able to do all this stuff. So in case this room wasn't already easy, it's even easier now with this thing. I mean, is that your problem with it? Does it make the dungeon too easy? I mean, I've heard people... I've spent a whole video doing nothing but complimenting this and just saying how it's unfair that a lot of people don't like it, but, you know, you're not going to change people's opinions. Well, A to quit. And, yeah, unfortunately, when you're running up against a wall, it doesn't actually do it. Guess what? We've done for 17 minutes, and, well, while we did make a lot of progress, I'll give myself that, I didn't really talk about a variety of things. Bye.